Yes, sir. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We're in for the fourth episode of Rock Block. I stayed consistent to myself and actually stayed on topic and task and kept it going. And like I said, once I got over 25 subscribers, I was going to start trying to do live streams. I told y'all I had guests coming. And now on my fourth episode, I actually got a brother that stepped out. He's been nothing but a big support for me. See, I'm stuttering already. Yeah, you see, I'm still nervous, motherfucker. Hey, but yeah, you dig what I'm saying? He's been such a support for me as far as this helping me to understand the ins and outs of this and helping me to get better. He actually got a podcast of his own, him and his buddies up there in Pennsylvania called the Kickback Lounge. I want y'all to support him, show him some love. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
All right, yo. So, I mean, I ain't gonna get my government. I'm gonna get my name that, you know what I'm saying, I got from my podcast. You know what I'm saying? They call me Fight or Kill. I'm not Fight Kill, Fight Mars, excuse me. I'm messing up too, bro. But nah, check it out. Flight Mars, man. If a lot of people don't know, Mars is short for Marzouk, which in dang, I don't want to make the wrong. I'm just gonna say Hebrew or something. It means blessed by God. So I just shortened it up and put Flight Mars. So yeah, man. Everybody who know me though, man, you know what I'm saying? You know me, but I ain't gonna be out here giving my government, you know what I'm saying? But if you know me, you know me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you don't know me, I'm Flight Mars. You feel me?
That's what I tell people. My thing is, I always tell people, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know, bro. That's what it is, man. You feel me?
Exactly. But like I said, man, me and this man go back to middle school together. You dig what I'm saying? And honestly, man, after we graduated, we all went our separate ways and shot our head in the world. And it was it's crazy, man. We locked in. We ended up having a conversation, and I'll be telling people, we had a 20-minute conversation the other day, bro. And it was so full of substance. You feel what I'm saying? It was full of information. I was able to take something and run with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, and we ain't talking years. You feel what I'm saying? Other than casual passing on Facebook and this, that, and third. But understanding and being able to see each other's grind, see each other's growth and motivate and able still to inspire each other, even from this great distance. And that's how you can tell when it's real. So that's why it's just been amazing. I'm glad to have you on the show, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, big dog.
To have your support. I look forward to building with you. I look forward to building with anybody who really want to build something. So let's grab a block and let's build. You feel me? I ended up reaching out to my partner and sending him this. I ran across this thing on Facebook. It was a post about a scientific experiment that was done back in the 1970s. And I'm going to read it right quick. And I really want to get the perspectives on what you took from it as you heard it. What do you think aligns with that? And do you see any parallels between that and where we find ourselves in society today?
Got you.
All right, here we go. All right. The experiment was called the universe of 25. The idea of the universe of 25 came from an American scientist, John Calhoun, who created an ideal world in which hundreds of mice would live and reproduce. More specifically, Calhoun built the so-called paradise of mice, a specifically designed space where rodents had an abundance of food and water, as well as a large living space. In the beginning, he placed 4 pairs of mice that in a short time began to reproduce, resulting in their population growing rapidly. However, after 315 days, their reproduction began to decrease significantly. When the number of rodents reached 600, a hierarchy was formed between them, and then so-called wretches appeared. The larger rodents began to attack the group, with the result that males began to collapse psychologically. As a result, the females did not protect themselves and in turn became aggressive towards their young. As time went on, the females showed more and more aggressive behavior, isolation elements, and a lack of reproductive mood. There was a low birth rate and at the same time an increase in mortality in the younger rodents. Then a new class of male rodents appeared, the so-called beautiful mice. They refused to mate with the females or to fight for their space, as all they cared about was food and sleep. At one point, beautiful males and isolated females made up majority of the population. According to Calhoun, the phases consisted of 2 stages of death. Lost my place with that one. I had to turn the page. According to Calhoun, the death phase consisted of 2 stages, the first death and the second death. The former was characterized by the loss of purpose in life beyond mere existence, no desire to mate, raise young, or establish a role within society. As time went on, juvenile mortality reached 100% and reproduction reached 0. Among the endangered mice, homosexuality was observed, and at the same time, cannibalism increased, despite the fact that there was plenty of food. 2 years after the start of the experiment, the last baby of the colony was born. By 1973, he had killed the last mouse of the universe 25. John Calhoun repeated the same experiment 25 more times, and each time the results was the same. Calhoun's scientific work has been used as a model for interpreting social collapse, and his research served as a focal point for the study of human sociology. Like, when I ran across this, bro,
yeah,
it was so heartfelt. I felt like I was living this experiment.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, bro.
Because it really blew my mind that motherfucking much. Like, wow. You get what I'm saying?
I think you might see it the same way I see it, because, like, all right, and I like to speak on just things I can relate to. You feel what I'm saying? So when I speak on things like this, it's 9 times out of 10 either I went through it or I experienced it. So in the Black and brown community, bro, we see, like, all right, so let's talk about the females aspect of the thing, where they didn't want to reproduce or anything. What's going on with the birth control? You know what I'm saying? How the government pushed the birth control into the females, and in my opinion, I believe that that birth control kind of messes with the hormones in the female to where they don't want to, sexually be active, or, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what I believe. All right. And besides that, we went through society where, you know what I'm saying, in our community, it's all about looks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some females where they be like, oh, I'm light skinned guy, da, 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 woo, woo. And everybody got their preference. You feel me? But it's just one of those things. I feel like when I read something like this, it was already a plan. Like, that was an experiment, but the hierarchy in this one would be the government. They already got a plan, you know what I'm saying, to keep the population control in the Black and brown community. You got abortion rates, you know what I'm saying? So we killing off our kids, and abortion rates is really high, probably for the Black community. Then, like I said, the hormonal change and the birth control, you feel what I'm saying? And then going to government supporting Black single moms so that they feel like they're more independent, they don't need the fathers. Man, it's just a whole wreck. You feel what I'm saying? And I just like to speak on, like I said, Black and brown community. So the experiment, when I'm listening to you read the experiment as I'm going along, I feel like it relates to what everything is going on in our community. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak on like another community or whatever going on, but only from what I can relate to. So that's what I took from it, bro, to be honest with you. And like, we self-destructing ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I see.
Bro. And that's really, and like I say, what's crazy is, once people become aware that these studies and things of this nature has been done, and you can see those results, my question becomes, what do you do now? You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you say, it all goes back to the way I look at it. Because speaking of it, abortion is the #1 killer of black life. You feel what I'm saying? Majority of us die before we even get a chance to be here. And that's just what it is. That's just the numbers. So at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff, and if you look at it, it's all in our control. It's still all in our control to fix. But at the same time, you laid it out so damn eloquently. Like, the whole plan. Like, the way, and like I said, everybody used to call me a conspiracy theorist. Oh, Rock, bro, you're a conspiracy theorist, this, that, and third. Yeah. But if you don't, like I said, tell people, history not studied repeats itself. You feel what I'm saying? These tests, these experiments, they're done for define something. You feel what I'm saying? They're using it on something.
Facts.
And it's just amazing how our community is the one at the bottom going through all of this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, everybody got having abortions with this, that, and third, but we lead in the terrible shit. We lead in abortions. We look on the TV, you'll think only black people get. You feel what I'm saying? The way we the ones out with our ass cheeks out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's our athletes in dresses and skirts. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's be real.
That's
so
for,
that's where it gets to a point where you can see that they and honestly, I feel like that's how the power structure do look at us, rats. You feel what I'm saying?
exactly. And that's
like
what I'm saying.
They've been experimenting on us ever since. Like they had psychologists to study us ever since slavery.
Yeah,
they've been having psychologists come over to understand our mind, and that's why I try to stress to people. That's why we should be trying to figure out what was so important in this, the power within this, that they do so much to try to keep you distracted and dumb. Like that's the key to it, because it's a reason. But the way our society is coming up, I saw this.
mm-hmm.
I grew up honestly believing I was the only man amongst men, really, because like I said, I grew up with a single mother,
Mm-hmm.
with my grandmother and aunts, and all you will hear from them is how these dudes ain't this, dudes that and that. You feel what I'm saying? And from what I'm seeing guys that lack the ambition. They're saying a lot, but their actions not willing to get up and fight for what's theirs. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not even just a physical way. Not even just a physical way. I feel like our people, we get distracted too easy. We give up too fast. Mm-hmm. We're hopeless, and our spirits are broken. Yeah. But at the same time, and like I say, honestly, when I was talking to you, I was telling you, I was like, I still was kind of in that space to a bit. I was saying a lot, but I still was hesitant as far as reaching out and building those bridges. So I was like, when talking to you, it was like, bro, I got a little more hope. You feel what I'm saying? Like locking in with brothers and actually seeing something come together on this scale, it really opened something up for me.
Yeah,
but at the same time, we look around at our society, bro, and that's one of the saddest things to me. I can remember this was way back in the G, the first time I ever heard about somebody, a child killing their mother. I couldn't fathom that. Like, damn, you kill your fucking mama, bro. What kind of heartless monster are you? You feel what I'm saying?
Crazy.
But as I grew up and I realized everybody mama wasn't like my mama. You dig what I'm saying? Who showed love. You feel me? And I got to really start paying attention to how these women are with their children. Mm-hmm. When they said that these rodents lost their maternal instincts. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. It's like they have kids. I see a lot of kids being born, but as far as their maternal love, our women have been out of whack so long, trying to fill a spot that they're not built for, that now they a lot of them really don't know how to be a woman, because they've been trying to think like men and shit. Like, oh, bro, like I said, I've been telling everybody about this damn experiment. I was at the barbershop this morning, bro. You ever heard of Eden Verse 25?
This experiment probably was conducted for, like I said, I only can speak on what I can relate to, bro. It probably was conducted for the Black and brown community, because everything that's going on in this experiment seems to be going on in my community. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree where you're coming from there, man. It's like, but mentally, all right, somebody like you and somebody like me, right? All right, there's millions of people who think the same way we think. You feel what I'm saying? And not a lot of people actually speak on that. So I just appreciate the fact that you even brought me on here to even speak on something like that. People need like men, actually men, bro, because like, all right, for me, I go to church sometime, right? And bro, when I go in there, I'm telling you, it's probably one man in there besides me. All women, bro. And it's like the women, they are in charge, they take over this, take over that, but they lack that leadership from that guidance from a man. So women are doing things so much independently that it's the whole structure of the Black community, the household is just gone, bro. So with all that stuff being destroyed that way, bro, all we doing is repeating the cycle. So when the next kids come up, so we're in a repeating cycle. Obviously, you know this, I know this, we can relate. We're in a repeating cycle where we just destroying ourselves, just like those rats was doing. You feel what I'm saying? You got guys waking up instead of being productive in life. Now they want to just, instead of just worrying about good food and sleep, they go to the trap and chill. They ain't being productive. They killing our own people. You feel me? That's part of us killing our own. You feel what I'm saying? And that's who man, it's deep, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's deep, man. When I think about it like that, bro, it's so deep, man. Like seeing the fact that our people killing our own people so much, bro. When thinking about those rats killing each other and how they died off to like what, one rat I think was left every time. Yeah. I mean, obviously it'll take a long time for us to get there, because you know what I'm saying, so many millions of people. But at the end of the day, bro, if we didn't have as many numbers as we did, we in that same boat. We killing each other off so quick and so fast that we'll be down to one of us, bro.
I mean, and honestly, and I feel like that's exactly what the power structure wanted. Anyway, you feel what I'm saying? They were trying to get that we're the only race of people in this country that they can't get rid of. Everybody else they let over here, they let the Mexicans over here, or they let anybody else over here. They can send their ass home if they feel like, hey man, get the fuck out. We the only ones they can't get rid of, and that's what they don't like. Having to share a space with us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even though I feel like all the shit is ours anyway, but that's a whole nother subject. But it's like, it's crazy though. I actually read an article that was saying that Black people are dying at the rate of an endangered species. So honestly, sometimes I look at it and I really don't see that it might be that far off, given to where we're at. Like, and I understand how, because I was once complicit. I once bought into the narrative. You feel what I'm saying? I once looked to this world. Even that's why I spoke on it on a podcast before. And I was telling single mothers when they have sons, you can give them all the love you want, but he's going to look at you and realize that you not what he's growing into. So he's going to not pay you attention, and he's going to look to the world. And if you look to the world of the message that it has for Black males, you will see what it's telling them. It's telling them it's nothing. It's no hope for you out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no economic opportunities. You're more likely gonna get killed by one of your own.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna sell drugs and rap. That's why if you notice, everybody rap.
Everybody rap,
bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like that. That's all we can do. Like we don't have no other skills. You feel
rap or sports?
Like,
rap or sports.
So I bought into it. You feel what I'm saying? I bought into it young, feeling like, man, I ain't gonna make it up out of here. So that's how I ended up adapting to my environment instead of overcoming it. You feel me? Ended up doing things that I wasn't. Hey, what's up, love? What's good? Doing things that was counter to my nature. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, as I grew up and matured a little more, honestly, I tell people all the time, man, I look back on my past, like that was some of the dumbest shit I ever did. I couldn't understand how could I, on what I stand on in my soul, could find myself moving in certain ways. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, bro.
It's crazy because I know, and I just kind of get into this realization. Like I said, it teaches our boys you either gonna gang bang or sell drugs. But I realize for the girls, they selling pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what we've been relegated to survive now. You feel me? And like, but if you look around, we got the most to party about.
Or we allow our women to grow up and belittle themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Because, man, like I said, I'm gonna always say this because I don't want people to never take nothing the wrong way. I can only speak on what I can relate to because it's in the Black and brown community, right? I gotta always make sure I specify that because I don't want nobody taking nothing I'm saying the wrong way. I know I got, you know what I'm saying, friends from all types of walks and backgrounds and cultures or whatever. So I want to make sure I specify that. But man, when I listen to the music nowadays, bro, all right, the music nowadays, man, they only persuading and convincing our youth and our young people, bro, to either belittle the woman, you feel what I'm saying, bees, thoughts, hoes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, every video I see females half naked shaking their ass, everything, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we see our women as, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We don't really cherish the woman and the Black community, in my opinion. I think Black love is excellent, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to speak on that. Black love is excellent. So just make sure, like, when, for instance, you a father, I'm a father. When we teaching our kids, man, just teach. All right, so we got this thing going on where, like, if you got mixed kids, and I'm mixed, but people be like, oh, the hair texture, you're looking for this in a person, that in a person. And this all going to tie into the rat thing now. Just bear with me right quick. So you know how they had the beautiful rats,
beautiful males.
Yeah, the beautiful males and the beautiful species that came up with the females, whatever, blah blah. We look for certain characteristics nowadays. It's like getting a mixed kid because you want the good hair or these kind of eyes or that blah blah. That I take it like this. We look at our own people and say, oh, black black, females don't have these characteristics or these, so we disown them. They ain't nothing but something, you know what I'm saying, a thought or blah blah blah. And that mentality growing up for a female, I can imagine it's probably tough, you know what I'm saying, never feeling like you know what I'm saying, necessarily belong. So when you do become a parent, it's almost like you always just have to settle with what somebody gave you, and you just kind of moving on as a single mom. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of making sure you mentally support, you know what I'm saying, a man who support you, because we so messed up, bro. Like it's confusing and hard for me to sometimes comprehend the fact that when I look at our own people, bro, I think to myself like, dang, bro, like. And I'm guilty too, because I listen to the same kind of music, and sometimes it gets me riled up to a point where I feel like, shoot, let somebody run up, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that, and I ain't even on that type of time, because like you said, we knew each other in middle school, so we basically grew up with each other. I never was that type of person at all. But the thing is, it's like you get into some of those music videos and things, and they showing all this and that. I gotta be careful what I teach my son, show my son. I want to make sure he know that black love is good. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to be like, oh, I see this female right here, and because she's beautiful, this one I got to go to, and my own people, you know what I'm saying, they ain't nothing. So you grew up thinking like, oh, she ain't nothing, I can just use her, throw her around, blah blah blah. I don't want that to be the case. And I think what I'm trying to get to in this point right here with you is, I want to really find out and see what you think. What can we do as a people, you know what I'm saying, in our community? What do you think would be a solution for us to actually try to help, you feel what I'm saying, like fix this? What do you think will be a solution for us to move forward into like helping our people? You feel me?
I feel like telling the truth, and like I said, it's gonna sound crazy, but it's simple. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it first comes when you able to look in the mirror and actually take accountability for your actions. Because honestly, nothing goes down that you didn't choose. We choose the people we hang around, we choose the places we go. And when I say take accountability, like, that mean across the board. Like I said, I remember I spoke to you about it before. Like I said, I had a period of time where I went through a depression after I came home from overseas. And but like I said, during that time, a lot of stuff was hitting me. And when I say taking accountability, I was looking back on my past, and like I say, seeing how many black people I said I love, how many brothers, how many sisters that I knew I damaged. You feel what I'm saying? How many people that I know I sent off on the wrong path. Yeah. That now I see are dead or locked up. I had to take even though I didn't cause them to do that, I was accountable, because I can remember the moments of when they came to me in good faith with an open heart, and I gave them bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it'll teach you to be more conscious. Like, when you say you love somebody, what are you speaking into them? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you speaking into them? But telling the truth, I really feel like, this is my personal belief, I feel like majority black males grow up with single mother homes, grow up with a hatred for women. Actually, I feel like the black women grow up with those single mothers and grow up with a hatred for males, and vice versa. And that's why I feel like we are at odds with each other. Like, once we grow up and we are out of our mama and daddy house, though, but she hate her, don't like men, because deep down she want one around just to kind of validate her, but she never seen one actually be a stand-up guy, protect her, be there like he's supposed to, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. She never seen that. And if she goes off with her mama experiences, which probably was traumatic and this, that, and third. You feel what I'm saying? So they grow up psychologically, deep down, not trusting, not really wanting to be vulnerable to a man, scared of him, with a fear. I feel like the males grow up on the flip side. Yeah, they got the mama, but at the same time, like I said, how many black males I knew, or just like you said, from experience, saw that I know dudes, I know men or young boys at the time, you know what I'm saying, who mothers encourage them to sell drugs so they can bring home them some money. You feel me?
Yeah,
like crazy. So at the end of the day, I feel like that's where it starts with an individual to understand, especially once you have a child, you're no longer a child no more. So getting out your feelings about your wants and like, I get it. You feel what I'm saying? But once you have a child, that life is about them now, setting them up to get better than what you had. And that means teaching them everything that you went through now, so they don't have to learn it on their own out here in the street. You feel me? Because honestly, and it seemed that easy for me because that's all it took for me. Was once I had my daughter. Once I had my daughter, I wasn't a child no more. I couldn't run around just thinking about nothing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I had somebody to fucking think about. So when I see people moving all reckless like that, that's all they really kind of tell me. Like, I ain't saying you don't love your kid, but you just don't love yours like I love mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people be like, "Oh, Rob, mother, you got the word." Like, that's how I even start caring about the world. You know, and now I say, you know me since middle school. I ain't never gave a fuck.
No,
you feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like when I had my child, when I had my first child, and like I said, that made me look at me, build me up. I had my son, that gave me change, build me up. And once I got to a point where I felt like I was good and was moving right, I started to, like I said, I'm preparing my kids to send them off into this world. So as I'm preparing to send them off into the world, I had to look at it like, oh, whoa, come back here now. You know, that's crazy. You think what I'm saying? Like,
it is, bro.
So that's what really made me look around and start really seeing the environment. Because at one point, like I said, I used to champion stupid shit. I was the one. Oh man, I'm just comfortable in the hood, bro. Like I ain't going no fucking way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, honestly, even going back to my old neighborhoods, I'm uncomfortable like a motherfucker. Not because I'm like, it's just okay. Like I said, quick story. I hadn't stopped gang banging and shit a long time ago, but I still would pop up, see my people. You feel what I'm saying? Sit around, kick it. You know what I'm saying? Might drink a beer or two with them. I pulled up one day, and like I said, and this is how I used to train myself. I used to always keep my kids with me, and then when I didn't have them, well, this was what I learned. So one day I didn't have them, so I pulled up on some of my partners, and I'm sitting there on the porch with them, right? And a car pulls up. Two dudes jump out. I know one of them. I don't know the other dude. And my dude just flipped. Was like, "Yeah, man, I've been waiting for the motherfuckers, bro. I'm glad you here." So I'm like, "Oh, whoa, what happened, bro?" You know, like the buddy just got in the car. Like it wasn't no words exchanged. And I'm like, "Yo, bro, he cool, man. That's fam. How the hell he fam? You think what?
Yeah.
Bro, you feel what I'm saying?" So I kind of de-escalated that situation. Man, chill, man. Let that shit go, bro. I don't know what the fuck you want. So boom, I'm sitting there on the porch again. I'm sitting there with him. And a car rolls by, right? I see them. I knew the dude that was driving. He rolled by, and my G tell me, he was like, "Hey man, that motherfucker shot at me last week." He shot at you. You think what I'm saying? Like, and he just rolled by so cool. He didn't even look like. So I'm like, there's some weird shit here. But in my head, I'm like, damn, Rob. This is what I start thinking. If some shit jump off over here, you catch a stray bullet, bro. What are they gonna tell your kids, bro? You was just chilling.
Yeah.
For what? You think what I'm saying?
For what? Yeah.
Like it didn't make sense no more. Like to be just someplace idly for nothing.
I use my kids to teach myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like I started making rules for myself. Like, man, if it's someplace I can't take my kids, then I shouldn't be there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I don't have them. If it's that much of a danger to be there, I will be foolish to be around and the drop, to catch a stray, or you know what I'm saying, the fuck around and catch a charge because I'm in a spot unnecessarily because I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it got to a point where it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense, man. Especially when you start talking about But honestly, like I said, I understand how people get into that mind frame because, like I said, I was once there, and I know that they're not thinking about future. You know what I'm saying? It's a survival mindset. It's the day. I honestly didn't believe I would make it this far. So once I got to 25, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I ain't really had no plans to get here. But I made it. So damn, I mean, now you got to start looking ahead, and I realized how much I was living in the moment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's where once I really started to really sit still long enough to really look ahead, you really can see how much of like I said, a marathon life is. And you have to be strategic in order to make it through. Nobody just happening through life. You feel what I'm saying? The ones that do, they get their ass dropped or locked up. or having a bunch of kids, or this, that, and third. Like, and I feel like sometimes I see our people doing the most. Like I said, we worried about the party and the fashion, and like we want to hold on to just nothing that's making us grow. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, music is our culture. We got so many other talents, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just fucking amazing to me, bro. And that's where I feel like it starts, bro. It starts when people really can look and really realize, dog, that you brought somebody in this world and you about to send them on that same path that caused you so much pain and hurt and anguish. You about to set somebody else up straight on that path, bro.
Yeah. So, man, that junk's deep, bro. So when you just mentioned music is like the culture, man, I think the music part of our culture is the actual. I always tied into music being the reason why we are the way we are today. Now, when you tie it into that experiment, in which I notice what this is about, I'm tying everything into that experiment. Obviously, the higher power of whoever running the hierarchy. Let's just call them the hierarchy, right? The hierarchy like they had in the experiment.
Yeah.
They pull the strings. You obviously know the media, how they push things, you know what I'm saying? Or how you push, the music. So they pump it into your brain. You feel me? Like I said, if you allow your kids or anybody to actually dive into what's being pumped into our society in the Black and brown community today, being gay is cool, you know what I'm saying? It's accepted. And I got nothing against gays, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's you. Oh, come out now. Be who you are. You don't even. Matter of fact, man, it's more than 2 ways you can identify yourself now. You don't even got to be a male or a female. That's how crazy things is these days. But besides that, when I think about the culture, and I think about all the successful rappers and people that we listen to now, man, 9 times out of 10 they rapping and saying the same stuff. Everybody saying the same stuff. Everybody got. Oh, you got to have. Man, people nowadays, bro. I got a cheap gold chain on right now. Nowadays, niggas rocking $100,000 gold pieces. You feel me? $100,000 pieces, but it drives our people into a place where, all right, I gotta have this in order to be somebody. I gotta have this to be successful. Or you back in the days, you can wear a Nike shirt or a regular T-shirt. You was cool. You straight. Now you got to have a Gucci shirt, $250 shirt on. Go ahead.
What does that? I ain't mean to cut you off, but what does that say about a person who got to add value to themselves externally like that?
And that's how I'm tying it into that whatchamacallit right there, dude. And what you were saying what you learned from when you actually like take account to like what's going like wake up, bro. Like what's going on? You would notice, bro. Like all this is nonsense. It's for no reason. It's really for no reason, bro. Literally for no reason. You killing your people over different sides of town that don't belong to you. That person is you. You struggling, that person struggling. You probably got a single mom, that person got a single mom. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to eat that night, that person probably got to eat that. Y'all the same person, just different areas. But the music, and I always tie it into the music. The music teaches you that's your op. He different than you because he from over there, so he believed different. When in reality he believed the same. He want to get from that same place you trying to get from, but he can't because you in the way and you in his way. Y'all trying to, you know what I'm saying, get each other out of the game. So all that killing that the mice were doing, that's what we doing, and we can, man. It's because we feel like how can I say it, man? How can I say this, bro? Because, and I'm got a little short story for you too. Right quick. I remember I was playing football one time. This was in Baltimore, right? And you know how Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, they say go crazy, get crazy. And I was riding with one of my Caucasian, I'm gonna say Caucasian friends. You feel what I'm saying? Just me and him. And we go down this block. And this block, man, it's like every house is boarded up pretty much, but you got like 50, you know what I mean, black people over here and some over there. And he goes, look at me, he's like, man, I'm glad I got you in my car. And I said, for what? I said, bro, it don't matter if we got the same skin color. If they're gonna get down on you, they're gonna get down on me too. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We them rats, bro. We don't, like, man, I'm telling you, that experiment is us, bro. We them rats. You agree, because they're gonna get down on us regardless if I'm the same color or not. They, you know what I'm saying? From what they see, we ain't the same. And I don't understand how they don't see that we ain't the same. And like you said, when you was on that and you was in that spot, occupying that space for no reason, in the wrong place, for really no reason, just being there and
being cool, chilling with
being
people.
cool, man. Oh man, it's crazy, man.
I just want to piggyback off what you trying to just say, because you're right. It all ties into the music. What you feed yourself is what the brain is going to take in. Like back when Hitler was rattling up all the Jews and stuff, he was actually was quoted for saying that they was trying to figure out how was you going to get these people to believe they were inferior to you. You feel what I'm saying? And he was like, you take them and you tell them a lie. And it don't matter, they'll know it's a lie in the beginning, but if you keep telling them the same lie over and over and over again, the mind has no choice but to believe it over time. Like, we sit here and, like I said, you allow your brain to soak that in all day. Oh, ratchet this and sell this and niggas ain't shit. Like, that's why it's floating through your head so rampant. And that's why when I hear people talking, like I said, when people tell me who they are now, I believe them. When they be like, all dudes and this, and I'm on this, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? That's all you owe. I'm not about to argue with you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, because it wasn't until you push it away and you listen to your conscience, you let that spirit of yours speak, you'll start to really move off really your environment and what you got going on in real time. And if you surround, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, tell them the truth. As I got older, I realized the way I had lived, I was surrounded by snakes to a degree. You feel what I'm saying? So it really took for me to really drown out every sound except for the one that was in my heart. You dig what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And start following that. But as far as like the music is a direct correlation, bro.
Yeah.
It's a direct correlation, man. You can't sit there. There's no way in hell you can't tell me you're gonna sit here and chant some shit all day long, and it's not gonna resonate in your spirit.
Yep.
That's just not logical. I don't believe that shit for a bit. So at the end of the day, bro, and that's why we gotta be conscious of it. And like, I know I teach my kids a certain way, but instead of just teaching and talking, I know I gotta show them.
Gotta show.
Because honestly, when I had my daughter, I wanted to live. That was the first thing. That's why I tell my kids this. My daughter brought me life. You feel what I'm saying? She gave me a reason to live. Because up until that point, I gave no fuck. You know what I'm saying? So when I had her, I was like, damn, Rock, you need to slow down, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to be here. But honestly, I didn't stop gangbanging yet. I didn't stop gangbanging until I had my son. When I found out I was having a boy, when we was finding out we was having a boy, my fiance tell you, I was devastated, hurt, because I knew the change I needed to make. And that's what scared me. Like, man, I knew I couldn't tell him not to go down a path that I was on at all. So if I knew if I was gonna have any shot of getting him to some green pastures, I had to do $180. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I had to. So it's like it really goes to what a person really desires within them. You feel what I mean? Like, some people, honestly, I done heard some stupid shit out my people's mouth, bro.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
For
they'll see their kids in a fucked up situation. You'll hear them say, "Oh man, hey, they're gonna have to learn like me." You want to learn like you, bro?
Yeah. That's stupid, bro.
Like, that's why I say so. You really got to. I understand that a lot of our people, they checked out ever since they was children, and that's why I say everybody grows physically. You feel what I'm saying? If you're blessed enough. But as far as I feel like it's a lot of males out here with some broken little boys in them.
Yeah.
And that's why they wasn't able to mentally mature.
Yeah.
They wasn't, and for the females, same way. Like it's a lot of pain, bro. It's a lot of pain and it's a lot of hurt out here. But it won't fix nothing until you can acknowledge it first. But because if you listen to the common motherfucker, they'll tell you, "Oh, life is Gucci. Oh, I'm straight. I'm good over here. We eating." Like it's some stupid shit. Everybody want to make it seem like everything is all good.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Until you can be honest with it, it ain't gonna never change.
Yeah. There you go, man. That's so deep, bro. It's so deep. I mean, that experiment, like I said, when you mentioned that experiment, because most people don't watch what they, consume on a daily basis when it comes to anything that they set their eyes on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for instance, in our community, like we just were speaking on the music, bro. Man, people are listening to the same music, watching the same videos every day, all day before they pick up a book or a newspaper or anything. in our community. And you, man, we hear this all our lives, bro. You in the same boat. We heard black people don't read. Black people don't read. I think it's true. The fact that I didn't know anything about this experiment until you brought it to my attention. And as soon as you brought it to my attention and started reading it, I was like, bro, that's us. You feel what I'm saying? That's us. And literally, there's nothing that we can do about it, because that's something that you got to find, like you said, in yourself. You got to identify that in yourself. And with the way that our community is set up, bro, it's only gonna be a few people who actually, and I say a few, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people.
I get you.
Saying compared to the masses, it's only gonna be a few people who actually sit down and hold themselves accountable and think like, yo, bro, look, this is what's going on. And the fact that I'm playing a part in destroying us, these rats, who we are, in this, experiment, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for instance, you notice, I notice, and it's like, all right, we can be a voice, we can say this, we can say that. We can only reach so much before it's gonna become a situation where people are gonna be like, all right, I hear him, but they go back to doing the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gonna read this experiment. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna they hear what you said, but they ain't registered because they only hear that one time. Ain't like they're gonna keep repeating and listening to what we saying right now. They're gonna hear this one time, go in one ear, not the other. Some of them gonna catch it, some won't. So the thing is, man, it's gonna be tough. This experiment, bro, was conducted, bro. I'm telling you, and it's working to perfection, bro. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, when we study history, like I said, we'll find that they've been had psychologists that's been studying us, that been trying to figure out how we move, what makes us respond. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like they've been doing their research, but we don't want to do the research on ourselves. Because like you say, it's certain things that we hear all the time. Niggas don't read, or if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book.
Yep.
This is what's so sad, bro. This is what's so sad. Like every election year, everybody is so political. They want to vote because the ancestors died for this shit here, this, that, third. But our ancestors died for you to read too. But you don't see motherfuckers running to the library.
Nope, that's facts, bro. That's
you know what I'm saying? But every 4 years, now everybody got to go get that sticker and continue to play that stupid ass game with them people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like that's what I started seeing, the hypocrisy. Honestly, and like I say, I like the first pointed at me because that's how I really was able to get some shit straight. Once I really realized you ain't shit if you not living what you saying across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you can't say you for something, but then over here you letting it slide. No, you either own that or you ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's no fucking in the gray. But it's like when it comes to well, for that situation, we got to vote for because our ancestors died for this. I'm like, yo, don't pick between the lesser of two evils. You ain't got to do shit. Oh no, we got to. Oh, we got to. Why you don't read? Oh, I ain't got time for that. You ain't about to shut up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. Man,
it's like, man, bro, I'm gonna really continue to really talk about that shit because it was really that touching to me reading that shit.
Bro,
when you know what I'm saying, like I said, stuff like that always did interest me. I always love history. I love history. I love to read. Honestly, like I said, motherfuckers, they thought I was retarded. I was playing them. You feel what I'm saying? I always love to read. You feel me? Like,
yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
It's like I'm like that. That's why it's kind of like blowing me that so many motherfuckers can be, especially be adults.
Yeah.
And the world is shaping around you. Laws are being passed. School curriculums are being made. All this is being made, bro, and you not paying no attention?
No, not at all.
Like, we are so reactive as a people. And that's why we always losing.
Always.
Until we can get ahead of the shit and be proactive, we ain't gonna never get shit. You can't wait till a motherfucker kicking on your damn door to try to get up and get ready. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, but like I said, it's only gonna be a few of us though. Like I said, it's only gonna be a few. Like, it ain't gonna be many, bro. You can kick, man. Like I said, you can preach, and that's the thing. Like, I like the fact that you bring this awareness, man. Like I said, this experiment, and I'm gonna actually go down and tell my kids about this experiment after I'm done. The thing is, this wasn't brought to my attention, and I do read now. My reading is a little bit more out the Bible and stuff like that, and I ain't claiming to be some kind of faithful, holy Christian type thing. But at the same time, that really touched me because, like I said, as soon as you said that jump, man, I was like, dang, that's us. And I normally, when I'm in a situation, I always speak on us. You know what I'm saying? When I say speak on us, I speak on the black and brown community because that's what I know. That's what I can relate to, like I always say. But man, when I look at it from where you come from, I just want to speak on you for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I know, like, I always like to say we grew up together. And why I'm gonna say we grew up together because I spent 8 hours of my day with you and some of the other homies every single. And I mean, it's 5 days a week. We 8 hours in 5 days a week at the same place. I mean, even though we got different backgrounds at home and situations going on at home, we spent more time at school with each other, so we knew each other. So, dang, bro. I mean, we was in a position when we was in school, man, where, like you said, we fed in and. Like you speak on who you was, we fed into all the bull crap. I mean, we was in the area where we would call ourselves the popular kids. I know you remember this in Miss Pringle Jones class, and me and you was pretty much two of her favorite kids in the class. But we was the leaders of having a popular side in the class. So we disowned everybody else in the class except for us. That is crazy that's crazy how mentally we was already in a position where. As leaders, man, we was definitely going down the wrong path. We was misguided for sure. I don't know who was guiding us or what. It had to be the music, had to be the single parent, whatever. We was definitely heading in the wrong direction. But where we at now today, bro, in 2021, as grown men, the simple fact that you register, like, bro, hey, it's more to this than this thing. Going what been pumped in my brain for all these damn years. Same thing I'm thinking, like, dang. But at the same time. You was that same person then that you are now, and so was I. The fact is, we cover, man, we cover so much stuff up just to fit in, and that's the problem with a lot of people in our community, man. We try to fit in. That's everything ties into all this experiment, in my opinion, bro. That's all this experience that you brought to me, bro. Like I can't say it enough, bro. Opened up a little bit of more of like, gave me a little more clarification to like. The situation at hand, because I always was looking at it like, bro, look, if you a black or brown kid, young man being grown up at a single mom, you're either gonna go to a couple things in life, and I'm not sure if study shows this or not, but just from what I experienced, you're either gonna want to be a rapper, you're either gonna want to play sports, or you're either gonna turn to the streets. That's it. That's it, bro. I don't know no too many single parent young men in the black and brown community where they came to be CEOs or business owners or doctors or, you know what I'm saying, dentists or whatever the case may be. We don't head in that direction. That's not what we gravitate to. We gravitate to rapping.
Our culture don't support it. Like I said, we call the jokers that's reading and moving by the book squares.
We call them nerds. Facts.
So we never. So that's where it's always gonna be that disconnect there. And that's why.
That's where we was at, bro. That's what we were literally there in school, bro. We literally had kids in our class who was actually doing their work, studying, reading, doing whatever the case they had to do to make it wherever they're going at. And we literally on the other side not caring about nothing in the world, but whatever we got going on that side, cutting jokes on each other. It didn't matter to us, bro. We was man, it was crazy. But at the end of the day, bro, man, I always had a vision for who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be. I allow my people and society to shape who I portrayed to be. You feel me? Man? So that's the crazy thing, because like, man, like I spoke on this on our last episode, man. We were speaking on depression in the youth and stuff like that. And I would love to hear your take on that when you know what I'm saying, get a time to speak on that. But I always thought I was very creative. I loved art. I allow my peers and people to deter me into a different situation where I let all that stuff go because I was being like picked at, yo, that's crazy, that's lame, I'm like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? If that don't make me fit in, I might as well go ahead and leave that alone. So I showed people what they wanted to see versus who I really was. You feel what I'm saying? And
bro,
crazy.
Bro, and the way, honestly, I just now came to something just kind of hit me, you know what I'm saying, about a week or so ago, where it kind of really kind of helped me shape and kind of see something in a proper context. But it was like, bro, it was like, once you focus more on focus more on your character than your reputation. Your character is who you are. Your reputation is who everybody thinks you are. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
Growing
deep.
up, like I say, I was the reputation. You think what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I felt like, oh, my name, I had to be this, that, and third. Woo, woo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't let the motherfucker think that, oh, a motherfucker tried me like this, or I can't let this one think that. You know what I'm saying? Like worrying
Yeah.
about a reputation and not really moving with my character. Because like you said a little bit ago, I'm the same person. You think what I'm saying? It's just now I care less about what others think of me, and I care more about what I think of me
Yeah.
and what my
Facts.
family thinks of me, my
Facts.
children think of me. You feel what I'm saying? My character now is what I stand on, and that's why. And once we can make that mental shift, you feel what I'm saying? Like we'll be running back and forth, bro. And especially when you got to look at the weight of the person who's dragging your name. Sometimes, like I say, the shit that I used to jump off the wagon for, I'm looking like why it was even worth it with this person. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody, I don't ever feel like I'm above nobody, but I'm in a lane by myself now. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by I don't see nobody, bro. Like there's nothing the motherfucker can say. Like you can talk all you want, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm on some other shit, bro. Like it's like
Exactly.
because now I found my lane.
Found your
You
lane.
feel me?
I
And
feel
it's
you.
like when I feel like, and that's what we out there for. At first, when we out there, we trying to find out where our lane. So that's
Got
why we find ourselves trying to get in this group and be around these people and picking up a little bit from them and picking up a little bit from them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say fathers are so necessary in the home to
Facts.
really guide those children and keep them rooted from the gate, bro. And like I said, my son's 7. We constantly having talks every day. Like, bro, you own, like he'll get in trouble in school.
That's
Yo, what
facts.
happened? Oh, first of all, don't start your conversation. I'll tell him about another dude. He live here? He my son? Now don't tell me nothing about that man, bro. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, bro. Tell me your part, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get them to start seeing accountability of their own actions young. You feel what I'm saying? Get them to start really picking it and vetting their friends. I tell them straight up. Listen to the shit come out people's mouth, but watch the actions after. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
And soon as you start seeing them moving counter to what they're saying, cut them off. They bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You feel? Like fathers gotta be here, bro. They got to, bro. Like
They gotta be here.
my
But
mom, bro. Like
you also need fathers like you, or fathers of understanding. So it's not necessary that a person or a father need to go through some things, but because you went through some things, now your son can reap the benefits. Now that you got your head right, you feel what I'm saying? Now, if you were still on that, then obviously it wouldn't be good for your son. But since you mentally made that shift, all them experiences, your son gonna be better off because it's like, all right, look, you ain't going on that road because look, I'm gonna let you know right now, this was gonna happen, blah blah blah. And most parents do that. Most fathers even do that. The ones that even still doing bad. But the thing is, like you just said, bro, your actions, bro. They can say this, but watch their actions after. You feel what I'm saying? So a dad who's gonna say, all right, I'm gang banging. You don't want to jump in this gang banging because you're gonna either end up dead or in jail. All right, well, nigga, you still doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna jump in it too. You still doing it. But like you said, your action.
A young boy gonna look at like it's a challenge. Like you must think I'm pussy. You feel me? Like that's how they gonna take it. Cause that's all it ever did to me. Like it literally all that shit ever did was go ahead and get your mind prepared to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I already know where this ends. So who might as well enjoy it while we're here. That's how you get that survivalist mindset.
Yeah.
Cause they've been telling me that shit ever since I was in middle school. Oh, you dead to jail. That's what okay. So once they say okay and accept that shit, what more are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? They're just enjoying the time until then.
Facts.
So
that's
man,
crazy.
you so fucking right, bro. But we really do got to start breaking it down and giving these kids our perspectives.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? From based in experience, man. You dig what I mean? Cause that's the only people I realized I would listen to. I ain't trying to listen to nobody who just talking, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Like, but people who've been through something, you can feel it, bro. It resonates with you, dog. Like you can tell when a person really trying to genuinely get you to see another way, bro. Because honestly, bro, even with that gang shit, bro, I used to feel like I used to think I was a leader in that shit at one point. Honestly, and it wasn't until I got out and I really started. Well, Well, it was before that because I actually stopped like trying to put people in while I was in it because I already understood it was a death style. But at the end of the day, like I can remember just trying to go back and like I can remember one point in time I can get motherfuckers to rob, I can get motherfuckers to do this, that, and third. But at the same time, once I start telling motherfuckers like, hey, bro, nah, I'm saying we ain't want to carry them guns and do this, that, and third, woo woo. I realized, bro, I wasn't guiding them or leading them. Them jokers was doing what they wanted to do. You feel what I'm saying? It was like once you if you can get somebody to turn and go towards a righteous way, that's when you can say you're a leader. And that's why what I'm trying to stand on and move towards now. But as far as like niggas think they leading something because they got some niggas that hit licks with them and do this, that, and third. Nah, them niggas just want to be there. Try to get them niggas to read a book, and you'll see how quick them niggas cuss your ass out. You know what I mean? I told my dog, I like, hey man, bro, you don't want to do it like that. Shut the fuck up, Rock. You the main one. Woo. Oh shit. Yeah, he right though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say shit to you there, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it.
That's facts.
But that what it all boils down to, bro.
Yeah.
For shit show.
I agree, man. Hey man, I appreciate you having me on, bro. We gotta do this a little more often, man. Whenever you want to guest on or something like that.
We damn sure do, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's say I want to thank you for all your support. You dig what I'm saying? For all your future support. Because like I said, I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up for more things to learn from.
I got
forever. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, and as I get this shit even more under my control, like I said, and you said we can get up to 6 motherfuckers on here, right?
Yeah, you can get up to 6 people.
Okay, for sure. But like I said, I did catch a little bit of your podcast. I was watching it a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying about the depression in children. I was listening to your partner. I ain't lie, and like I said, he seemed like a cool dude. And I remember one point. I actually wanted to talk about it, bring it up. He was like basically the social media girl kill herself or something. Either way, we gonna chop it up too on that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
I'll be listening. I'm like, yo, I get what he's saying. It goes back and forth, but we done.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, for a fact, that's definitely a tough one though.
I mean, but for the future, for everybody out there on the block, like I said, I encourage and I actually want everybody who trying to build something, who trying to just put a positive perspective out there, who trying to give some words of wisdom, who trying to give some words of encouragement. Let's link up. Let's reach out. Let's connect, man. Let's do something. Let's build. It was definitely a great episode of the Rock Block, man. Like I said, in conjunction with Kickback Lounge. So look forward to seeing us in the future, baby. Till next time. Let's go.
Fact.